So, Citizen Sleeper. Let me check. The last time. First of all, let me move my ass here. The last time in Citizen Sleeper, we completed that quest by pirates. Don't remember their motives though. Like they wanted to save people from corporations and something like that. They built that. They built that pirate radio. Also, we had a quest on the previous stream. We moved to Dark Side, the place where the whole story started. We had a mission there to find some people who also hate that local villain names Lane. But two great things. First of all, we've met Ankita. She is the character from the first game, and I was so happy to see her. Second thing, that somehow Sleeper fixed their body, and now we have all the dices. Mipsy, hello, welcome in. How are you doing? Happy to see ya. Hey, hi. Long time no see though. Huh? Outside walking, yay! You are touching grass. That's amazing to hear. Hi, I left him for too. Oh no. Oh no, poor highest community. Yeah, I feel that because this stream I'm having right now is the first stream in 2 weeks, maybe even more. I had a break in streaming to fix my life stuff, so now we're here, we're moving, we're doing stuff. So yeah, let's see, where are we now? Cycle is 154th. Cool. Yeah, and on the previous stream we finished the quest by Eugene. I remember that. Let's see, what quest do we have? We have a quest, contact Karman. Yeah, okay, Ankita gave us some flash drive that we need to hand to Karman. Some information about the local gang we need to beat. She's like a double agent. Here, and investigate Hexport. Cadet has a drive from Hexport, cracking it. Oh no, get back to Dark Side. Oh no! I don't know. No thanks. Okay, we're toggling this tracking for this quest. Don't want to get Dark Side. We don't have much energy. Let's restore it. Here, probably. Buy a meal. Okay. We have lots of money. Nice. Not much of fuel. Wait. Where's my rig? Scavenge fuel. Yep. Lane is not following us, I see. We don't have any more those things. Okay, let's skip. Yep. Now we are buying some meal. Yep, energy has restored. Damn, I don't remember what's here. We can build the engine component here. Nice. And also I have +2 in engineering. Nice. Air supply. Buy few. Use cheap. No, thanks. We have enough resources. Okay, let's spend this on crafting. Wait, I'll do just this. Oh, negative outcome, nice. This is cool. Oh, my level of luck today is not on the high point. Okay, much better. Let's build one more. Let's use this dice. Nice. Not sure where do we need those engine components. Let me check if we can rig workshop. Okay. I can repair dices. Can only repair dices here. Supply store. Damn. We need to feed our Kato. In game 1, I mean. The arrow guy is well fed. Okay, never mind. Not now. Let's see. Let's go. Belt. Where the hell are we? Okay, we're here. Where next? Oh, even here. Damn. You know what? We will move not directly. Let's make a stop here. First, cause I'd like to see what we can do there. Not much. Oh, the dices are so cool. I can do everything here, probably. Let's see. Yeah, you need to scavenge fuel. What's here? Buy fuel, buy scrap components. Can I sell? Oh, yeah, I can sell. That says scrap, I don't need. More money. Debris dealers. What's this? Signal ship. Data scavengers. Interpret signals. Oh, nice. Align arrays. So, this is the place where I can earn more money. I have lots of money already. So, let's just earn more and buy fuel and go to the destination. Yeah. +1 and into it too. Cool. Yee! More money. More money, more honey. 13. They give me 13. Align arrays. Also 13. Nice. Now we can spend those. Another positive. Nice. Another positive. Yay! Okay, I feel lucky here. Now let's just buy fuel. Full capacity. And let's go to our destination. It's interesting that I am able to get here only from this direction. Because I can't go from, for example, from Greenbelt directly here. Okay. This is a new location. I'm pretty curious. Who can we find here? And yes, for those people who don't know, this game is more like a visual novel. We have lots of text information here, lots of dialogues, lots of choices. Well, I don't think if you can change the result, but still. And yeah, we need to throw dice to perform actions. Hey, let's go. You find Olivera exactly where Ankita said it would be. A wrecked colony, nestled in a crater on one of the biggest rocks of the skulls. Surfing gets no response to his initial broadcasts, and so you find yourself in a docking tunnel. The rig at one end, the colony at the other, with no idea what awaits you. I need to get back on that ship and keep flying. You freeze in the dark tunnel, a figure in front of you, holding a long gun at their hip. I'm serious. Zender. Okay, hard-headed and quick-witted. Hey. Your eyes adjust to the dark, and as they do, you see a man. No, a boy, carrying a long, dark shape in his hands. I don't know how you found us, but you need to leave right now and forget this place. You glance over your shoulder and see Seraphim, his hands raised in front of him in a gesture of calm. Look, kid, we mean no harm. How about you go run and get someone? I am someone. I'm Zender. He sticks out his jaw. It's you I don't know, and I'll decide who's gonna do some harm here. He reaches across his chest and thumbs on a lamp he has lashed there. You blink in the glare of the bright light, shooting your eyes. And as you do, you see a flicker of confusion crossing Zender's face. He meets your eye with a look of shock and opens his mouth as if to speak. And all no words emerge. I have something for Karman. Ankita sent us. Yeah. You notice the familiar name registered with Zender, adding to whatever confusion or question your appearance has provoked. You see his eyes taking in your sleeper body, his gun dropping a little as he takes his attention off it. Is this? He looks between you and Seraphim. Are you here for Flint? He pulls the gun closer to himself. I'll be honest, kid. We have no idea who you are talking about. Seraphim allows himself to drift a little forward. So, how about you drop the gun and we can talk like adults? As Seraphim floats past you, he gives you a look that makes you nervous. No, I don't want to stay silent here. We're just here to deliver something, yeah. Oh, Cadence. Young Olivera colonist. I'm sure it was great. Zender? The voice echoes along the docking bridge. Zender, what are you doing? A figure appears at the end of the bridge behind Zender. A young woman, clearly older than the boy in front of you. Found these two trying to sneak in, Cadence. Zender keeps his eyes on you and Seraphim as he speaks. Saboteurs, maybe? I was about to send them on their way. Zender grins. I assure we are not saboteurs, miss. Seraphim smiles at Cadence. Cadence sighs and glides towards Zender. Stop messing around with that welder. Welder, oh my god. Okay. I like that plasma welder from Dead Space. Dead Space. Sabotage is merely a matter of perspective. True. She snatches the gun out of Zender's hands, and as she does, both you and Seraphim reflexively flinch. Cadence looks at the two of you with a raised eyebrow and turns the gun, so you can see it better. You notice the fuel tank and welding muzzle. It probably has an effective range of less than half a foot. Seraphim looks at Xander and rolls his eyes. Seriously? Cadence lowers the welder to her side and turns to Xander. Now's not the time. We just got an emergency broadcast from Karman and Flint. Something's happened. Xander's attitude changes immediately. He turns to face Cadence, putting his back to you, as if you had just disappeared completely. What do you mean, something's happened? I don't know. They went quiet in the skulls. All we got was a distress signal. Cadence raises her hand reassuringly. Don't get excited, they probably just had a technical fault on the ship. But we should check in anyway. Have I got... sorry. We have to get them. Xander grabs the welder back and slings it over his shoulder. In what, Xander? Cadence sighs. They took our only functioning ship. The Tender Tides, still in pieces in the hangar. Tender Tides... I'm trying to remember if there was a ship with the same name in the first game. I can't remember. Seraphim gives you a nudge and nods towards Cadence and Xander. This is your chance. We have a ship. Xander wheels around in the tunnel, squinting at you in thought. Seraphim moves past you, approaching them. We need to see Karman, and it seems like Karman needs our help. He looks between the two of them. So, how about we stop messing around in this dingy tunnel and go get your friend? Xander turns back to Cadence. That? Really? He rolls his eyes. We're not the only people on Olivera. There must be other ships. You want to go looking? They're here now. Cadence looks at Seraphim. And they are generously offering to help. She smiles sheepishly. Fine. Xander folds his arms. But I'm coming with you. Fine by us. Seraphim shakes his head and looks at you. Come on then. You both turn and head back into the ship. Seraphim whispering as you do. What kind of backwater has Ankita sent us to? He sighs. That kid thinks he's some kind of sheriff. He's just a kid. Yeah, a kid with heavy industrial equipment. What are we talking about? Xander catches up with you and Seraphim. His mood seems buoyed by the prospect of boarding a ship. You wonder how often he gets to leave Olivera. You. Seraphim snickers. Xander looks genuinely hurt for a second. Okay, then honesty is a really fun part here. Wait up! You turn back to see Cadence gliding up the tunnel. I changed my mind. I'm coming too. Give me a minute to grab some supplies. She glances at Xander, just in case. Seraphim cuts in. I'll give you a hand. That alright, Slipper? We'll be there in a sec. He looks at you. Did you fall in love with her, Seraphim? I mean, that's cool. You pause, but Seraphim doesn't seem to be waiting for confirmation. As he and Cadence head back into the dock, you're slightly thrown off by his eagerness to be helpful. This is the first time you've actually seen him be welcoming to anyone coming on board the rig. When you get to the cockpit, you notice Xander looking wide-eyed at the consoles and switches. Cool ship. He grins. After a short wait, Cadence and Seraphim come back into the cockpit. All loaded up. Seraphim pats Xander on the shoulder. Might want to strap in there, kid. Xander at cadence. Find a place to settle as Seraphim buckles himself into the flight seat. Alright. He turns to Xander. Show us where to go. Yay. Instant mission. This is the first time I'm seeing this in this game. We have 5 supplies. Okay, this is great. At the same time, we have mushrooms, so we can refill the supplies during the mission. That's also great. So we need to be careful here. And at the same time, I can see the freaking shuttle cut in twice. What the hell happened? The cut is so precise, though. Like, they were destroyed by a laser, by some laser weapon. I don't know. But okay. You head out into the skulls, the thick debris field that surrounds Olivera. Oh, hi Bliss. What's happening here, Sleeper? Bliss pokes their head into the cockpit as Seraphim brings the ship in towards the signal coordinates Xander gave him. You look around the cockpit. Xander is stepping at the pilot console mounted in front of his seat in a haphazard way, while Cadence is asking Seraphim about how the rig works. Surprisingly, Seraphim is responding with patience and care. They'll help us find Karman, yeah. If you say so. Bliss looks over at Seraphim and Cadence. Is Seraphim smiling? They shake their head. Something is going on. Yeah, Bliss, for real. Guess Seraphim fell in love with Cadence. Bliss turns back to you. Junie is working on the ship's wiring, and I won't respond to my message. She's probably in the wall somewhere, hooked up to the main line. They smile a weak smile. I'm here, so how about you tell me what we're doing out in the middle of nowhere? Quiet! Seraphim's voice cuts through the chatter. Is that? Gestures out into the debris field at a sparking, wrecked-looking shape, tucked beside a rock. Xander rushes to the cockpit glass. Karman! A moment of tense silence grips the room. That's his ship. You and Bliss exchange concerned glances. This isn't good. I'll bring you in. Seraphim's eyes are fixed on the wreck of their crumpled ship now. We don't know anything yet, so everyone calm down. Xander is silent, his face pressed against the glass. Cadence stares out at the wreck, her cheeks pale. No one speaks until the rig is brought to a stop. Alright, now, we are going out there, and we'll have a poke around. Seraphim looks between Cadence and Xander. We verify the ship, and we recover the crew. Seraphim gives you and Bliss a nod, and you both push off, and glide towards the back of the cockpit. Suddenly, Xander pushes off from the window and glides with you out of the cockpit. I'm coming too! You need someone to identify the ship, to identify... He stops and takes a breath. Yeah, of course, let's go. Identify bodies, he wanted to say, I guess. Xander nods to you, tight-lipped and pale. You head to the airlock to suit up. Okay, let's see what can we do here. So we have only Bliss and Xander here. Nice. Who can we use and where? Endure. Oh, I have +2 in Endure. Nice. Wreck assessment. It's risky. Okay, let's start with this. how much? We've gained 2 clocks here. Wanna try, little boy? Boy. Sure, I can manage. Okay, so try again. The chances are lower. Still positive. Interesting. Okay. Okay, now we are doing the same. We have +2 in endure. Yes, we can do that in one run, I see. In one cycle, I mean. So search the ship and reconstruct events. Let's do this. And one more. Yay. We have 1, 2, 3 dice left, just in case if something will happen right now. The search of Karman's gutted ship has impacted the mood in the rig. As more and more evidence of an attack has appeared, the quieter Zender has got, and the more cadence has retreated into the bunks. Now, with the search complete, you are gathered in the cockpit to discuss what's been found. Come on! Cadence was by the door, hugging herself against the coat. Tell us already! Zender is perched on the back of one of the seats, freaking at some hinged container he found in the wreck. Open and closed. Open and closed. Explain. Carefully, bluntly. Okay, let's do this carefully. We don't know those people. We start by summarizing the search, talking around the details. Say what you want, but with you playing so much Star Sector, your brain goes straight into. So what if it's in a few pieces and had a few decks matching the edge and it's a fleet? Sounds like a great idea, though. Like, let's fix it and Warsaw fleet. I mean, I agree with that. There is a great word of that quality. Practical, probably. Let me check it just. Practicality, yeah. Practicality sometimes helps, especially in those games like Star Sector, for example. Oh well, RPGs, strategies, all that stuff. So why not? I agree with you, Girjo. Okay, let's start by summarizing the search, talking around the details, speaking your language carefully. You describe the damage to the ship, but not the attack. You talk about the occupants of the ship without mentioning what might have happened to them. Serpent quickly cuts in. What Slipper is saying, he gives you a look, is that the ship was hit with weapons fire, badly. And then the drive was fired up, and they attempted to flee. The drive burned out, and the ship, after hitting multiple rocks and bits of debris, came to a halt here. I mean, you know, this ain't the kind of story, but patient resetting a ship, they're literally going, this is better than we got. It's what your brain goes. But they're sure they pay better for a bad ship and good components. Yeah, there were, in this game, there were a couple of missions, I remember, especially back in the beginning of the game, where you could not just inspect ships, but also salvage them and get and sell the supplies from there. So you could earn more money at the game start. Unfortunately, I've chosen the wrong class for that. so I've lost, especially in the first mission of this game. There was that. But I agree. This game, especially with those travels between systems, you need resources, so you need money to buy them. Or you can salvage them, of course, but you are gonna, salvation stations, find some, but you spend more time on that. You can just salvage those, get some money for salvaged resources, and then just refill your resources. So why not? your brain, I can understand the way of your brain thinking. Okay. He takes a breath. We found no bodies. At the mention of that word, bodies, a shudder runs through those assembled. Then they are here, somewhere. Xander has a steely look in his eyes. And we find them. Whatever state they are in. He looks at Cadence. She nods back at him. Xander's right. We aren't leaving them out here. Karman made Olivera what it is. He saved us. We won't come back without him. She shivers and looks at Xander. He would do the same for us. Based on the damage to the ship, Seraphim begins. That is weird, the ship is cut in half. There is no way they got time to evac or some... Yeah, but who knows? It depends on where the capsules are placed. Like if they're here, somewhere behind his ass, maybe they had some chances. I don't know. Especially, at least the captain and their crew. They had a chance to leave if the capsules are here. Not sure about the rare part though. Who knows? This is this game still is like a good story about sad stuff with a happy ending mostly. So I think we'll be able to find someone. They're almost certainly dead. We get it. Xander cuts him off. But there are debris trails leading away from the ship. I've seen them. There are. Seraphim holds his hands out in a calming manner. But those could be from secondary explosions. Or depressurization. Pressurization. Oh, I can't normally pronounce this word. Depressurization. Okay. We picked the wrong trail and it could lead us in circles, cycle after cycle. Then we better pick the right one. Cadence has Xander's steely look now, too. She stares directly at Seraphim, challenging him to answer back. He sighs. And then that's what we'll do. He looks at you with resignation. Whatever happened here, you won't be leaving until you see its end. Oh my god. Okay. 3. Let's see what can we do here. Endure an interface. Map the debris. Explore debris and map the debris. Everything is risky. And damn, Bliss can't help us here, like nowhere. Bliss, why? Also, what do we need here? Okay, Bliss can help us here at least. Not now. But I can... Okay, let's start Let's check the map first. I'd start here. Maybe they are here on this big rock. But I'll push. Debris. Let's go. Yeah. We need more dices here. That's for real. Okay, end cycle. Have 5 cycles. Well, four cycles. So Balis still split no energy was nice. Unfortunately, Balis still can't help us. Their dices are not really good, but our dices are great. Damn. And also this little boy can help us too. Boy. Okay, explore. Let's go. Oh no, neutral. Okay, we have more. Oh no, okay, we're not using you, bro. Okay. Who could guess? I'm starting with this. Yeah, that was like critical fail. And one more fail and this guy gonna stress it out. Damn. Okay, let's do this. Asteroid caves. Yeah. Possible retreat. You know, can I... Let me check, because I rest and recover. The clock is ticking. This is not time to rest. You cannot... okay. So this guy can't restore from now on. And only one chance. Only 4. Even though this guy has 2 professions, two skills, still even 4. I'm used that those characters with 1 profession or occupation, yeah, they with only 1 they have like 4 points in stress, and those people with 2 occupations they have 6 points in stress. What the hell? He's young. Okay, he's young. Bliss. Still. Miss. Okay, search the caves. Yo, so many stuff. Start. 1, 2, and push. And here. Follow the trail. Yay, we have half already. Nice. Now, Bliss, would you like to help us with mushrooms? You know. Alright then, Captain. Oh no! Critical miss. Critical fail. Bliss, how could you? Damn, okay. Let's risk it again. Bliss, do this. Please. No. No. Never mind. Okay, skipping the cycle. Okay, my dices are worse, but still good. Okay, police can help us here. Oh, shrooms were restored. Nice. We have 3 supplies. Police, do this. Just do it. You know. Yay, more supplies. Yes, this is the only one thing they can do here. Okay. Let's proceed. 1. Nice. 2. And one more. I would do a sneaky move. Yeah. This one. So I only... just in case, I will have the 6 dice. Okay, when the Starward Trail led to the caves, a little hope was kindled in the hearts of the crew. But after plumbing the depths of these dark passages, that hope seems snuffed out. Xander has struggled on in silence, only speaking to update cadence on the lack of news via the cockpit comms link. But he speaks now, quietly at first, and then with increasing urgency. A light, sleeper! I see a light! And with that, he kicks off hard from the wall and darts down a dark tunnel with reckless speed. You follow, but the tunnels are winding, and you quickly lose Xander around the corner. You kick off from the same wall, trying to close the gap. But when you come around the same corner, you can't find Xander anywhere. And then you see it. Through a thin slit in the cave wall. A flickering, fading light. You cross over to it and see scratches and chunks scraped out of the rock. Someone has dragged something through here. Contact Xander. Push through. Let's push through. You push away some of the floating rock and squeeze yourself into the gap. As you do, you watch the light pulsing inside the cave, setting the cracks and shapes of the rock in sharp relief. You search those shadows for something recognizable, but the light source remains out of sight. And then you are through. You steady yourself against the wall and look towards the light. There, beside a fading emergency lamp, floats a body, its head instantly striking you as strange and mishappen. Okay. Oh no, Karman's body. I hope he's alive. Because we need to hand him that freaking flash drive and save more people on dark side. You know immediately this must be Karman. His head is shrouded in an emergency helmet inflated around him like a balloon, while an oxygen canister floats nearby, attached by a tube. His eyes are closed, his body still. You try to settle your gaze on his chest to see the telltale rise and fall. And then the light catches something else. Something broken and skeletal nearby. A face with bright eyes watching you. Oh, fuck my life. Who the hell are you? He's sleeper too. This Flint is a sleeper too. A sleeper, another sleeper. They watch you with lit irises. Ones just like yours. Their torn face reveals no emotion. They pose crouched, coiled even, like a spring ready to strike. Your balls frozen, unsure, afraid, nothing moves. Careful, yeah. I can see we need to be really careful here. Even though Sleeper doesn't need freaking oxygen still. Your eyes trace the damage of their suits to their body. They look broken, worn down, and you wonder if this is how you look to others. If they flinch when they see you, as you feel the need to know. Karman! Xander's panic voice cuts through the silence. He rushes forward to the floating body, and as he does, the other sleeper pulls away from the wall, like a statue coming to life. For a moment, you go to intervene to save Xander from the skeletal figure. But the sleeper falls on Xander to embrace him, and Xander returns the hug. Okay. You float, stunned, watching as Xander begins to carry Karman's body from the cave with Flint, the sleeper, guiding him. Okay, nice. Captain Flint. Karman's stable. Cadence comes out from the room that has become a makeshift med bay. She walks between you and Seraphine. Thanks to you. Glad to hear it. Cadence smiles a bright smile. Yeah, that was a great idea to start searching there in the case of that asteroid. We should head back to Olivera. Seraphine cuts in. He places a hand on your shoulder and steers you away towards the cockpit. Once you are out of earshot, Seraphine turns to you. Did you know Flint was a sleeper? I suspected, yeah. Especially because of Xander's reaction when he saw us the first time. Seraphine nods. He pauses. I don't want to be suspicious. I was just surprised, that's all. Seraphine glances back towards the med bay. They look different? Different how? Seraphine sighs, unsure of his words. Just never seen a sleeper like that. He looks away. I'll go get her started up. He pats you on the shoulder and heads to the cockpit. Let's just keep an eye on them, okay? He leaves you floating in the corridor, unsure what to think. Flint is the first sleeper you have met since you escaped the program, and at this point those memories are little more than fragments and fictions. I still remember the sleeper we found in the first game, that almost dead sleeper, and that guy who wanted to save that sleeper's life. And from what I can remember, unfortunately, the guy was killed, and the sleeper died like on his hand, on his hands. Yeah, that story was pretty gray, I should say, because we had two sides and we didn't know what to do there. We couldn't pick the correct side there, so we just had to deal with the consequences. So finally, some alive sleeper here in this game. He leaves you floating in the corridor, unsure what to think. Flint is the first sleeper you have met since you escaped the program, and at this point, those memories are little more than fragments and fictions. As the rumble of the drive runs through the ship, you can't help but feel a little concerned of what this might mean. Okay, unfortunately, all the other paths, they're closed now. So I have 0 points here. The rig. Before I start, let me just collect those shrooms. Nice. So we have full supplies. We don't need to do anything. Now we just... The only thing we can do is to move back. Yeah, -5 stress. Nice. Sleep. Damn, I don't like those health bars of the dices I have. But at least I have 0 stress, so we're okay. You are left alone with Xander and Seraphine in the docks while Karman is carefully carried from the rig by Flint, guided away into one of the Olivera's many tunnels and passages. Okay, I believe you. Xander shrugs his shoulders. Seraphine raises an eyebrow. Believe us now? that you aren't saboteurs. He shoots you a sheepish grin. Although, you never know. I'd forgotten that. I won't remind you then. He winks. Tell me, kid. Seraphin folds his arms. Why are you so protective of this place? I mean, no offense, but Hode wants to sabotage a tinpot colony in the middle of the skulls. Xander bristles at the comment, but controls his anger. You don't get it. Olivera is a refugee. Why do you think we're hiding all the way out here? He glances at you and then back at Seraphim. I would have thought you'd understand what's at stake here. You've seen Flint. Seraphim pauses, unsure of how to respond. He looks embarrassed into silence. Look, Xander says, playing the peacemaker. You brought Karman back to us. Everyone in Olivera will thank you for that. How about you stick around for a bit, get a feel for the place? If you need to resupply, we can help. We haven't got much, but if you chip in, you'll get your share. He bows his head a little. We're more welcoming than we appear. Just don't expect to buy anything with those cheats of yours. Oh, okay. I have a lot of money, lots of money, and he just said that you can't buy anything here. Xander puts his hands on his hips. Olivera is not for sale. Okay. Seraphim shrugs. Alright, kid. He glances at you. We appreciate it. We need to hang around until Karman is back up and awake anyway. And I think we'll be glad of the rest. I'll see you around then. Xander touches his brow in a salute and then kicks away, floating out of the docks. Seraphim turns to you. A little shore leave doesn't sound so bad. I agree. Seraphim smiles. Alright then. He stretches. I'm going to head into town and see what's happening. He winks and glides away into Olivera port. Proper. My god, I can't read. I'm sorry. To hydrate. The weather here is so hot, so I have 1 liter of cold red tea. Damn, I'm so happy that I have this. It's really refreshing thing. You are left floating in the docks, unsure of what comes next. It doesn't seem like Lane is going to find you out here, so maybe this is the perfect time to take a breather. At least until we can bring Ankita's drive to Karman. You turn that little thumbnail drive over in your pocket. Time to see what Olivera has to offer. Yay! Let's go. There's clinic. Okay, so rising tensions. We need to wait. Karman's in recovery and Olivera will have to navigate the coming crisis without his steady hand. Okay. Ah! That was all of a sudden. As you leave the rig, you find a figure waiting for you in the docking tunnel. You think of Xander's hostile greeting when you first arrive. Is that him again? Yo. Oh, wait. Let me snooze the AD so we finish this dialogue and then I'll make a break. Where are you headed? Flint leans away from the wall, now out of the battered suit you first saw them in. The damage of their frame is concealed beneath their overalls, but you're still aware of it, just beneath the surface. Scrap sorting, farm stacks, hydro refinery. Scrap sorting, I guess we have some Scrap components. Same. Flint nods in the direction of the colony. I'll join you. You fought together through the docks in silence. Flint makes you nervous, and their insistence on intercepting you, the cycle hasn't exactly calmed that sensation. Breaking the silence eventually becomes unavoidable. How did you end up here? Oh wait, no. Sleepers, they don't have names. Let's ask why Flint. Flint stares ahead, continuing their glide. Ask Karman. He insisted on it. The mention of Karman's name recalls the image of him floating unconscious in the light of your work lamps in those deep and winding caves. You suppress the shudder. Flint gives you a sideways look, their mask-like face betraying no emotion. It's good you found us. They pause as you both move through a doorway. Could have been sooner. They blink, but better than nothing. Thanks, bro. You are welcome, I should say. Looking at Flint gives you an unsettling feeling, like catching your own reflection in a polished hull plate. Is this what others feel like when they speak with you? Watching the crooked mask, the lit irises, for signs of human emotions? Interpreting the stuttering emulations of facial expressions as they cross your doll-like face? Flint turns away again, and you realize that they might feel the same looking at you. Each the other's mirror, each reminding the other of the gap between being and being seen. What happened out there? Flint pauses. I made a mistake. One I won't make again. They frown and stare forward, offering nothing more. You arrive together into the cavernous hall containing the scrap silos. The cacophonous echoing of sodding already filling the air. Echoing of sodding already filling the air, yeah. So, Sleeper. Flint's face curls in amusement as he uses the mononym everyone refers to you by. Olivera asks all of those it harbors to contribute to the colony. Show me what you can do. And yay, we have 100%, I'd say 200% positive outcome here. Nice choice was made. Nice, let's go. But you and Flint glide into the sorting bay, where a scrap from the silos is delivered to the waiting workers, ready to be checked, cleaned, and cast into the different nets at the fringes of the space. You find the sorting station and begin picking up chunks of ship and machine, turning them over in your hands. As you inspect the scrap, the ghost of the original plate in a bigger structure becomes apparent. Each piece suggests a hull, a drive casing, a loading bay, a life support unit. You burn away corrosion with a torch, crack open rusted casings to release the components inside like seeds. You find new life in the broken and discarded pieces. Something makes you look to one side, a glint that catches your eye. And there's Flint, taking a rest of their own. You see a glint again. Flint turning something over in their fingers, watching it spin. A vial of stabilizer. Oh no, yeah, that drug for sleepers. My last vial. Flint speaks without taking their eyes off the drug. Even though the haze of your lost memories, you can recall the fizzing, sickering pulse of that injection. The dependence your reboot freed you from. Saving it for a special occasion. Flint pockets the vial and meets your eye. You don't need a stabilizer, do you? Flint moves away from the wall they were resting against. I noticed you were different from the first moment we met, but I didn't realize what it was until now. The way you work, the way you move. Without dependence. I see it now. Flint folds their arms. Yeah, tell them about the reboot. Let's share this little secret. Let me snooze the ad break again. You tell them about the process. You and Seraphine attempted on Dark Side, the one that Wayne interrupted. They listen absent-mindedly, watching the workers instead of you. That's not all, though, is it? Flint meets your eye. There's something wrong with you. More than just you the king frame. You're the king frame. Your signal, your presence, it smells different. I'm changing. Yeah. Flint looks you up and down. I can see that, but I wonder what you are changing into. I know who I am, what I bring to this place. All of these people are at risk because of me. They look out at the workers. That means you, too, are a risk. A risk to your crew, to me, and more importantly, to this place. Olivera will welcome you just as it welcomed me. Flint stretches. And it will do so in spite of itself and its own safety. I want you to know that, because they will pay the cost, those close to you. And you must know that they paid for you. With that, Flint turns and glides away, leaving no space for a response. You watch them leave, their billowing cloak revealing and concealing the glinting and erect parts of their exposed skeleton as they go. Okay, I see. So we are waiting here. Yeah, what's here? Skill require component hunt. Yeah, stream elements. You're right. We need to make a break here. The real scribers are happy for you. Yeah, okay. So engineering skills are here. What's here? Farm stacks. Into it. Canteen. Engage. Damn, that's great that I haven't chosen canteen. Hydro refinery. Yeah. So basically I could choose everything but canteen, because I don't have that freaking engage skill. Yeah. the my huge mistake in the beginning. But okay, we've come so far. Okay. I'm doing a break here for 35 minutes like always. So see you after the break. And yeah, I'll put it easy break during this break. But yeah. See you in 3 to 5 minutes. Okay, me back. Gaming. So we need to wait until Karman will revive. So let's make more money, I guess. Let's see. Component hunt. Okay, we can get components here. Supply. Do we have supplies? Yes, we have supplies. Hydro refinery. Permitted to extract fuel. Oh, okay, fuel. Let's go. Get some fuel. Also, I remember. Oh, nice. Jobs. Where's our cattle? We need to feed our cattle. Yep. Feed the stray. Stray fed. Yay. Now we can get more supplies. One energy, nice. Canteen. You can open canteen where Cadence prepares the colony's produce. You tend to get served based on how well liked you are. Okay, never mind. We don't have one gauge. We can restore our energy, for example, here. Let's spend the last dices here. Get more components. Gee. Components. This one. Oh no, minus energy. One more time. Yay. Lemao. Critical miss. Okay. Let's. Oh. Okay, I can restore my energy in next cycle. What was that sound? The sound of raised voices echoes through the tunnel. Following them, you find yourself at the entrance to the clinic, where Flint and Zender are locked in a bitter argument. I won't take you out there, Flint! Zender is pleading with the sleeper. Look what happened to Karman. They'll kill you. What happened to Karman is exactly why I have to go. They will find me here. And when that happens, the whole colony can hear you too. Seraphin comes out of the clinic with Cadence. You trying to wake up Karman? You see Seraphin clock you standing in the passageway. Your eyes meet and Seraphin looks away. Neither of you can have seen each other since you brought Karman back to Olivera. I'm trying to make sure what happened to Karman doesn't happen to anyone else. Flint folds their arms. I am the reason he is like he is. And that means it's on me to fix it. What are you talking about? You catch Flint off guard. They hadn't seen you waiting in the passageway. SNARP. Yeah, SNARP is that corporation that produces sleepers, that steals your soul and transfers it into those robots. They have that monopoly on sleepers. That's what happened out in the debris field. They looked down. You know what that means. SNARP, the company that created you. The company you escaped. The idea of them bearing down on this place sets your nerves on edge. You have long since slipped their grasp. Elaine disabled your tracker in exchange for unwavering service. A gift that became a trap. But Flint is still on the run, and if SNARP attacked Karman's ship, they can't be far away. You look at Flint and see the fear in their eyes. Your tracker is still active? That's obvious. SNARP attack the ship? Their hunter did. Flint looks down. We thought they had abandoned their chase. Olivera is shrouded. Flint looks towards the center of the colony. Karman managed to get hold of a signal shroud and set it up here. He wanted to keep everyone safe. There's no way a snarp can track me here. Am I missing something? Seraphine interrupts. If they can't find you here, what's the problem? It's not just about the tracker. That hunter who found me in the debris field. They know I escaped. It's only a matter of time before their search brings them here. Oh yeah, I remember there were 2 hunters in the first game. Ethan and the other guy we haven't met on the stream. Don't remember his name. But yeah, there were 2 hunters in the first game. Silence falls on the group as the inevitability of the problem sets in. Xander looks distraught. You can't, Flint! Xander says in a quiet voice. They'll kill you! Seraphine glances at you and Flint in turn, and you see his mind working on a solution. He looks away, frowning. I'm sorry, Xander. This is how it is. Flint looks dejected. Unless we get them first. Seraphine smiles an impish smile. Seraphine, what are you thinking? Cadence picks up for the first time. We know there's a hunter out there, scouring the skulls. And we know they are looking for you, Flint. Seraphine shrugs. That means that we have the upper hand. We don't need to bring them here. We can bring them anywhere we want. Seraphine looks around at the group. So, we get set, we prepare a little surprise, and then we wait. Flint is already shaking their head. The hunter could arrive here at any moment. We don't have time for this. If I had a ship, I would have left already. Then we move you now. We take you somewhere we can prepare. And we work hard and fast to get an ambush set. When the hunter comes, Seraphine grins, we spring the trap. What kind of trap? That we still have to figure out, Seraphine admits. But you have to admit, it beats going out to die without a plan. He shoots Flint a look. And hey, if we fail, the outcome will be the same anyway. Flint doesn't respond immediately. You can see them thinking it through, considering their options. I'm coming. Xander has a determined look on his face. We are doing this, and I'm coming. Look, kid, I appreciate your enthusiasm, but this is the real thing. A bounty hunter is not going to stop patronizing me. Xander cuts him off. I know the skulls. You need me out there. The conversation suddenly devolves into many small arguments. The location, who should go, how to approach the ambush. The location, who should go, how to approach the ambush. The noise grows. The old Solheim manufactory. Cadence's voice rises clear and precise through the noise. That's where you do it. It's on a rock far enough from here, and it's a real labyrinth. You can lead the hunter there and get them lost in sight. Cadence's eyes are bright and determined. The place is full of old machines, ordnance. We've been afraid to scavenge any of it, so it's so unstable. You notice Seraphine watching Cadence speak, clearly impressed by the sudden shift towards decisive action. We could bring the whole place down on their head. Xander picks up Cadence's thread. I know the manufacturer. It's a good idea. You look between those gathered. Seraphine, stubborn and protective. Cadence, sharp eyes. Xander's relentless desire to get involved. And Flint, a sleeper like you. A sleeper in need of an escape. Karman was building something here. A shrouded haven. A place that needs protecting. He may be unconscious behind those doors, floating amongst the wires and tubes of the clinic. But something of him is here, in this group, making a plan of resistance. Flint's eyes meet yours. And you know what has to be done. The rig will leave Olivera the cycle. You have a hunter to trap. New contract. New drive. Okay. Minor. This is minor. And this is... Okay. Toggle tracking. But what can we do before we leave? Give me more components, I guess. Oh, I need to restore my energy. Okay. Relay supplies. Yep. And this. Supply gathering. Nice. Okay, we're ready. Let's go here. Old manufactory, abandoned debris, field facility. Payment NA not available. Okay. Draft the hunter. Yeah, let's go. Okay, let's see. Who do we need? Eugene, I guess. Keep forgetting. Wait, can I? Yeah, someone. We need people with engage, because I don't have engage. Okay. Eugene and Cadet. Let's go. Travel. Corroded plates, twisted struts, scattered scrap. The manufacturer makes for a familiar sight. Just one more wrecked artifact from the corporation that once owned the system. Despite that, something about it sets you on edge. Perhaps because it also will form the crucible for your attempt to take on an SN-ARP hunter. The kind whose entire job is to bring in escaped sleepers like you, dead or alive. Yeah, I might have such bad dices. The rig is stuck behind the rock, running on low power with its transponder off. You hope that's enough not to draw attention. So, talk us through it. Seraphine turns back to Flint, Cadence, and Xander, all of whom are crammed into the cockpit along with your crew. We have to make this place look like a colony. That is what the hunter will expect. Cadence suggests first, her voice quavering a little with anxiety. We can seal up some of the holes, maybe install some lighting, fake it up. Okay. Seraphine nods reassuringly. That's good. What's then? We force them to go deep. Xander cuts in, and everyone looks at him. He pauses, a little intimidated by the attention, but Flint nods at him to continue. I've been out here before on a salvage run. There's an assembly line that runs through the whole place, filled with old manufacturing machines. We seal doors, activate machines, make it a maze of malfunctioning construction arms, and that ends. Alright then, control the route. I like it. Seraphin smiles at Xander. And if we get lucky, maybe one of those old machines will do the job for us. I doubt it. Flint joins in. We'll need the ordnance from the silos. Mining charge, fuel, whatever is left from when this place was churning out Salheim goods. They furrow their brow. We'll blow the place, to make sure. A silence passes through the cockpit. The danger of what you are about to attempt dawning on everyone present. Okay, Seraphin has a dark look. That's the plan. We can detonate the ordnance with a command from the rig. A simple wideband comms signal. We'll get them. Seraphin pats Flint on the shoulder. Once they go in, that hunter isn't coming back out. Thanks to you. Anything we missed? What if they don't take the bait? Want the trap be obvious? Going. Want the trap be obvious? I don't think it matters, Cadence cuts in. If they know Flint isn't there, the hunter will take the risk, right? Right. Seraphin confers grimly. How long do we think we have? There's a lot of factory down there. The hunter got to me and Karman fast. Flint looks out of the cockpit. No more than 3 cycles. When the hunter came for us, Flint grimaces, remembering the attack on Karman's ship. They came out of nowhere. Hit us hard and fast. If it wasn't for Karman, we need to be ready for anything. Flint looks at you. There won't be a warning. Seraphin sighs. Nice pep talk. Flint, you better find somewhere deep in that place, down in the bedrock. But make sure it has a back door, okay? He nods at the sleeper. The rest of us will get to work. Alright, you heard Flint. We do this and we do it right. Make our stand on this rock. Let's not waste a moment more. Okay, we have 3 cycles. Let's see what can we do. Prime explosives. Okay, sabotage doors. And seal exterior. Okay, for example, I can do... Wait, let's check. This is endure or into it. Only I can do this, right? Oh, Eugene can do this too. Oh no! We don't have time like at all. Never mind. We need to risk. I see. Where it was? Not here. It was here, yeah. Engage you. 1, 2. Little stress. It's okay. What the hell happened to those dices? Okay, let's try. Let's try to do it like this first. We have more stress, like bigger stress bar here. Start action. Nice. Okay, I see. Have to do this. Less stress. Let's go. Fortunately, can't risk it anymore. Skipping a cycle. Freaking. You know what? Let me try again, just in case. Positive! Let's go. Okay, I can try again. Okay. We're cooking. Nice. Really close. Now we're skipping. Probably. Yay, the dice are better. Okay, we are cooking. Where was this one? Yeah. Hey, Dictor, welcome in. How are you doing? Working as always. Hey, sorry to hear that. Yeah, I know. I hope you get more free time as soon as possible. Okay, I'm sitting. Wait, Eugene can do this too. Did we? Eugene can do this as well. And Eugene can do this at the same time. So put Eugene here. Okay, I'm finishing this one. On fire if you're working here and work. Huh? I don't get it. Can you rephrase that? Okay, yes, this one is done. You know, Karen's voice comes over the comms, shimmering with interference. From here it doesn't look half bad. You look across the shell of the manufactory, now studded with lights and dotted with markings, the fresh wells and plates giving the whole place a fragile patchwork feeling. If I was a piece of shit hunter, this is what I think a normal person's settlement would look like, right? We better hope so. Cadence goes quiet for a moment, her attempts at humor only serving to remind you both of the desperate circumstances. Have you spoken to Flint? Cadence pauses. I mean, really spoken. I don't think it's a bad joke, Dictor. I just think I didn't get it. And the real meaning of this joke I could get only in Russian. Maybe it's just a translation problem. No worries. Do you already know when you have a vacation, Dictor? Cadence pauses. I mean, really spoken. Not really. Oh, Cadence searches for a response. Flint is very loyal. I know they are quiet and, well, intense, but, she says, I just hope you two can find some common ground. We get on just fine. Of course, sorry. Cadence stops again. Olivera is a refugee. Cadence takes a breath. for all of us. I was in trouble when I met Karman. We're over, in one way or another. Seraphin has told me a lot about you. Cadence hesitates. And I can see what you're trying to do for Flint, for Olivera. I asked you, Dictor, do you know already when you have your next vacation? You know, to play some games together and stuff. Let her finish. Okay, I appreciate it. And I know Xander does, and Karman will do as well. And Flint. Cadence pauses. Well, you'll see. The cams click off, returning you to the silence of the manufactory. You can look out across the false colony at the glittering lights. They are a poor imitation of Olivera's real lights, those that indicate the colony's fragile, delicate state. Shake it off and move on. This isn't over yet. Of course. Okay. You don't know. Hope you'll get it soon. I forgot. Only +1 here. I can do this, of course. Storage silos. Random moment. I see. Okay, we need to start here. Okay, wait. I'll do it like this. Let's move closer as much as we can. Yep. And now we're going here. And I'm pushing. And we are doing this. You're waiting when you finish your contract and write a new... Oh, I see. And I'm not sure if you can share this information. Oh, where you can do that. When you can do that. Okay, Eugene. Time to move, Eugene. Yep. 1, 2. Okay. Try again. Cadet. Who knows? Maybe at least neutral. Yeah! Nice. Automatic pro. Oh, I see. He floated for a moment, observing the chaos of the old assembly line. The scale of the structure, the number of machines, the arms and fabricators, the welders and bolters, suggests industry on a scale that you have never witnessed. The Hylian system, a system that now subsists on the leftovers of its failed corporate owners, was once filled with manufactories like this, churning out components and technologies, machines and resources for extracting the valuable materials and minerals that Solheim existed to amass. If someone was able to rebuild one of these places, put it back into operation, imagine what could be fed into the belt, what change could come for its people. Yet, no one will undertake such a task because this place is haunted by the specter of Solheim, an entity that every being in this system can trace their origins back to. An entity that turned the entire system into a manufactory, a machine for accumulation, and that did not distinguish between human and machines as it did. You look at the broken machines, worn down and rusted, crippled and bent. Some of them have been put back into use this past cycle as part of your plan. And those jerk or turn randomly, blindly groping for components that will never be fed to them. None of them are sentient machines like you, and so they cannot feel or think. And yet, you cannot decide if for them to persist is a kind of cruelty that radiates from the system that created them, or the indication of a new life, one that grants them new function, new meaning, and the possibility of something more. Creepy, right? Xander falls aside you. His voice hissing through the close range comes. Maybe the hunter will get spooked by those switching arms. He imitates the scattered movements of the factory machines. I doubt it. I'm just messing. Those things wouldn't even scare Cadence. So, Xander gives you a look. How come this hunter isn't chasing you? My tracker is deactivated. Huh? Xander shoots you a look. Lucky you. Who did it? My captor. Yeah. Xander goes quiet. I see. And I can deactivate Flint's. Sure. Xander looks down. But you know, maybe once we are done here, he meets your eye. They need your help. Xander looks out at the assembly line and sighs. I like Flint. I'm happy to do this for them. Turns back to you. And I want to like you too. So don't mess this up, alright? Xander gives you a hard look. Don't let Flint down. Xander kicks off and glides towards the exit without waiting for a response. You watch him go for a moment before turning away. There's still so much to do. Well, damn, I used all the dices. That's cool. We have 2 more cycles, I see. But let's do the last part, the next cycle. The dices are okay. So we'll risk it all. First of all, let's go this. And this. And just in case, let's do this. We are not risking, we are finishing the quest. Let's make it sure. Yay! Memories of Maywick. Maywick, yeah, Maywick is the second killer, hunter killer from the first game. I forgot his name. Yeah, Maywick. I got an achievement, Memories of Maywick. Let's go. The first hunter's name in the first game was Ethan, and the second was Maywick. Okay, go easy with that. Flint's voice rumbles over vocal comms as you secure the final piece of ordnance. You turn to see them floating, backlit, in the entrance to the bay. One of many that you have rigged with ordnance deep in the manufactory. Down here, dust and flecks of rust float through the beams of your lights, and the walls are bent and buckled. They've spent the past cycles here, picking out a spot to draw the hunter down to. One they should be able to slip out of when the hunter finds their way in. It's a long time to be down in these dark tunnels, waiting. Looks like we're just about done. Their voice is flat, their tone pragmatic. You okay? Flint nods. Eager to be done with this. They look over the shoulder. However it plays out. You're not okay, of course. Flint glides into the bay slowly. There's something I need to tell you. Something I think you'll understand. What we're doing out here is not about saving me. It's about Olivera. You struggle to see Flint's face with the light behind them. When you go home. What do you plan? What are your plans, Dictor? When you get home? Gonna play more Helldivers? Or something? Or those PvP games? Okay, I should be on a ship out there, leading this hunter away, but they won't let me do that. They shake their head in frustration. And, even if they would, they can't spare the ship. Not after Karman's got shot up. That was my mistake. I never should have let them persuade me to come with him on that supply run. Flint looks down. What's done is done. What matters now? What I need from you is a promise. Flint's bright irises flash. That you bring this place down with me in it. If it means stopping the hunter. Damn, don't like such promises. You don't know what you plan? At least I'm pretty sure when you get home, you'll get some really great sleep. Ah, okay. No, what? You'll figure it out eventually. I don't want to promise such thing. But I'm pretty sure this guy really needs this promise from us. You forgot how to play in future? Everything will be fine. You'll get home, you'll get some sleep, and you'll play some random stuff with people you find online. I'm pretty sure. Everything will be great, Dictor. Just need to wait. Okay, I promise. Don't want to do that. Flint nods. I knew you'd understand. You know as well as I that those who get close to us are at risk. That we, as sleepers, have to recognize what will open the door to. Karman is my fault. I won't be Olivera's downfall too. With that, they turn and leave you in the dark. Okay, nice. So, what can we do? We can get more supplies at least. Neutral. Another neutral, oh my god. Game. Oh, Ninja Gaiden 2 is great. TTF 2? TTF 2, what? Titanfall 2? Oh, Titanfall. Damn, Alex keep reminding me of Titanfall every time. And I can't throw this idea away from my brain to complete the campaign of Titanfall 2 on streams. It's really short. Find a friend to play Split Fiction. Oh. Speaking of Split Fiction, I remember only one person needs to buy it. so you can play it. So if you have a copy of it, we can find some time to play together. Off stream. just for fun. Okay, let's end the cycle. Let's go. Wake up, sleeper. Wake the fuck up, samurai. We have a city to burn. Damn, where was it?
Wake the fuck up, samurai.
No, I couldn't resist that. And one by another one download front pass. Yay! Okay, I see. Well, yeah, if you need someone to play with you, and just call me when you're home, and we'll figure it out. Titanfall 2 is the best PvP game for you. Yeah. To me, I love the campaign there, the story. And I don't have it. I had Titanfall 2 on Game Pass. And now Game Pass is over. So I don't have it. Wake up, sleeper. Seraphine is in the bunks. We've got incoming. You shake off the haze of forgotten dreams and get up. In moments, you are in the cockpit. Xander, Cadence, and Seraphine all gathered around the console. On it, the local view shows nothing, not a single ship signal, and few objects beyond the scattering of debris. It was right here, I swear it. Seraphine jabs at the screen. A ship, small but definitely a ship. Seraphine, Cadence says. We've all been up a while. Get some rest. I know what I saw, cares Hirai. You look at the screen. It's gridded view showing the scattered side nature of debris, like schools of fish drifting in a soft current. The manufactory is a noisy blob at the center of the circle, one that dissolves into the background at its edges. Nothing. And then there it is, a flicker, a flash, a spark of movement, and a light among one of the debris clouds. It flares, and then it's gone again. You look up and Seraphine meets your eye. He reads your expression immediately. Seraphine slams a hand down on the console, opening up the comms channel. Look alive, Flint. They're coming in. Go deep and be ready to run. Before you need to finish It Takes Two with your friend, but this piece of shit. I remember, you probably remember this too. I played that It Takes Two on streams with Licia Fox streamer. So yeah, if you need, I can finish it with you too. But I guess you want to finish it with your friend. Just stay in touch, Victor. You know, especially while I'm unemployed, I can help you with those games. He pulls his hand off the switch. We better hope they heard it. Then you see it through the cockpit glass. The flare of an engine, faint and masked, but driving a squad. Dark ship out of the debris. The Hunter. The ship seems to idle a little near the manufacturer's asteroid, drifting past the dressed-up shell of the old facility. Time to see if our fake colony is convincing enough. Cadence nervously clasps her hand together. Will they buy it? They better. Seraphine looks concerned. Because if they think this place looks abandoned, the hunter might just strafe the whole facility. Seraphine swallows hard. We need them to dock, to come inside. You look out at the ship, and as you do, it jumps forward, towards the docking tower. You watch for a few tense moments as it hesitates, and then slides into position onto one of the docking bridges. Captain sighs in relief. They went for it. Seraphine pats you on the shoulder. Good job. The rat is in the maze. We can track them now. He exhales. At least that's the theory. You can play text 2 on your job because this game downloaded on Steam Deck, but you start in 4 a.m. 4 a.m. Oh my god. 4 a.m. That's the time when I'm sleeping because I'm still trying. I mean I still keep my sleep schedule in a better shape. But okay, we just need to discuss that outside of the stream, I'm pretty sure. Maybe we can find some time. Okay, I hooked up some basic monitoring devices in the assembly line. Xander calls over from another console. A few shitty cameras repurposed from the factory monitoring systems. Not much, but hopefully enough to tell where they are at. Cadence, Seraphine, and you crowd around the screen. Xander flicks between noisy black and white images and feeds of static. You squint into the fizzing dark, trying to pick out any detail. Then, suddenly you see them. Yeah, that's him. That's freaking Maywick from the first game. Or 8 a.m. after or before you can. Yeah, I understood, Victor. Okay, we eventually we'll figure it out. Yeah, a shadow drifting beneath the flickering light. Dark clad in military gear, a long gun held ready at their shoulder. Deathly pale skin, and their eyes gleaming through the faceplate. Glowing irises. Who the hell is that? Seraphine pulls back from the screen. They look like a sleeper. Xander finished Seraphine's sentence. Yeah, because he is. The figure disappears outside the markings of the frame and Xander flicks through the feeds. Where did they go? You drift back from the screen, trying to think straight. The hunter is a sleeper, or something else. You replay the image of the figure in your mind, but it has already shifted in your memory. It is your face staring back. It is Flint's. It is the sleeper's mask of death. Sleeper. Seraphine grabs you by both shoulders and looks you in the eye. We need to focus. We should get down there. Xander's eyes are wide. This changed things. Get down there. To be honest, this changes nothing. We don't want to risk other people, cause this Maywick guy is really dangerous. Yeah, this changes nothing. Seraphine nods. We wait for Flint's signal. We hold here. The ordnance is in place. Seraphine looks at you for assurance. The moment we get the signal, we blow it. You think of the mining chars rigged in daisy chains, the fuel barrels lashed to detonators, the command code ready to transmit from the rig. Seraphine sees the determination in your eyes. We hold. So you wait. Cadence sights on the manufactory below. Xander tapping at the glass. Seraphim perched by the console, listening for the signal. Then you hear it. The hiss of an open comms channel. Wait, let me drink some tea. Yeah, stay hydrated, guys. You look to Seraphim and he hears it too. A static haze that fills the cockpit. You all go still. Seraphim nods towards an indicator on the console. It's Flint's channel. Freaking my boy. Yeah, I can guess. But at least you can downscale the stream. Seraphim nods towards the indicator on the console. It's Flint's channel. A click, a scrape, then silence. Seraphim frowns, stepping at the controls. What? He scrolls. Flint's transceiver is gone. It's dead. Panic hits the cockpit. Xander gliding over to the console. Cadence going pale. Sleeper? Seraphim turns and looks back over his shoulder towards you. We need to go in. We're gonna die there! Go! Cadence walks between you, Seraphim and Xander with a steely expression. I'll stay here. She glances nervously at the console. Give me the signal and I'll send the detonation signal. She swallows hard. If it works. Seraphim looks torn for a moment and then nods. Let's go. You rush down to the airlock and suit up with the others, and then you are out. Descending through the rock-strewn void in tense silence. You enter the manufactory through a gap in the frame, passing through layers of twisted facility into the deep parts, where you know Flint waits in the dark. You say nothing to each other, afraid the comms will be intercepted. You lead Xander and Seraphim on, seeking the deep base under the silos, where you began setting up the ordnance. Although unfinished, perhaps there is enough down there for this to work. If not, Seraphim's hand falls on your shoulder, pulling you back. You go to speak and then you see it. A torch beam lancing through the dark. Yo. The Hunter. As you saw them on the grainy footage of Xander's cameras. But real now. Just below. A long gun held ready at their shoulder, pushing through the dark and broken layers of the facility, seeking Flint. Seraphim, Xander, and you exchange wide-eyed glances in silence. The hunter passes below, disappearing into a dark passage. You wait together, the moment stretching out, then descend down into that same passage. The silence is absolute. Suddenly, there is a flash of light ahead, bright and forceful, and a rumble that shakes rust flakes from the walls. Xander pushes off hard, launching past you into the dark. Seraphim goes too, and you instinctively glide forward. As another rumble shakes the foundations of the facility. You come into a low base scattered with glowing embers. Scorched holes in the walls, spilled drops of red-hot metal, where a weapon has been discharged. The hunter floats at the center, taking aim again. And you see a flicker of movement on the far side. Flint retreating. Before you can act, a slight figure in a suit slams into the back of the hunter. Xander. As he hits, the hunter's gun spins out of their hand. Of course, we can't engage. Or we have 50-50 into it. Of course. Let's go. Neutral. Check passed. Okay, that's enough. That's great. Watch serial movie. Or some anime dictator. Maybe some anime. You kick off, away from Xander and the hunter as they grapple together, spinning in the dark towards a deep shaft at the far side of the bay. You spot the shape of the long gun as it spins ahead of you. As you reach it, your hand walking around the sculpted grip. You spin and raise it. The first shot goes wide, burning a scorching hole in the bay wall. The second shot grazes the side of the hunter's suit in a flurry of sparks. They are thrown away from Xander, unable to find anything to slow their glide. The hunter disappears into the dark of the shaft, leaving a trail of embers in the dark. You see fear in Xander's eyes as they turn back to you. The muzzle of the gun smokes, glowing red. It is spent. I've got Flint. Serpent calls over, Woko comes. Well sent, now! I've got Flint, yeah. Anime overdose, hold on, bro, I can feel it. I can feel it. Oh, yeah, snooze the AD. I watched freaking Fire Force anime 2 seasons. Like I had a marathon lately because they started to air the 3rd season. I wanted to catch up. You look across the 2 of them, kicking off from the floor on the bay towards a wrecked hole in the ceiling. You and Xander exchange a single glance, then follow. Cadence? Seraphine is on the white band. Detonate this place, now! Send the command! There is silence. You ascend through it, through the layers of the manufactory, seeking the open void of space beyond. You clear the manufactory, gliding into open space. A silent shockwave, like a gust of wind, runs through the void. The silent rumble spits out a scatter of debris. You turn back, still gliding towards the ship, and see this shattered manufactory. Whole sections are bending outward, the framework shredded, plating tumbling away in shards. You look across at Seraphine and Flynn, their eyes set on the ship, trying only to stay ahead of the debris. You do the same, fixing your attention on the rig and nothing else. The hunter is dead. Hey, Velderons! Hi, hi! Well, welcome in, thanks for the raid! Let me give you some shoutouts. How was the stream? Well? Damn, you played Dragon's Dogma! How was Dragon's Dogma? Okay, guys, Valorant is an amazing French VTuber who does English streams. So I recommend you to follow him because also he plays really great games like Deus Ex and now Dragon's Dogma. Yeah, we have same love in games. It was a very nice one. It was hard. You're playing on hard mode and it's pain. Damn, I can imagine that. Yeah, welcome in, Raiders. Yeah. Yeah. Welcome in. If you need some post-raid stuff, well, go do the stretches, hydrate, and all other stuff. Feel free. We're playing Citizen Sleeper Tour now. We're in the middle of some hunt for the hunter. So yeah, we are in the middle of text-based action. A couple of weeks ago, you watched on West Front. Forgot full name. Oh, I don't know. Good movie. Oh, Quiet on the Western Front. Oh, I see. I don't know. Let me Google it. Because I don't remember. Oh, it's from... it's 3 years old. From 2022. I never watched it. Yeah, probably because I prefer old movies. 3 movies adaptations of that novel. Oh, I see. So which one did you watch, Dictor? I never saw a single one, to be honest. Ah, the movie from 1930, movie from 1979, and movie from 2022. Yeah. Yeah, I just... okay, snooze the LG. This is the last snooze of advertisement I can do. Unfortunately, I'm sorry. I watched the 2022. It's about Western Front. Wait, so if the first movie is from 1930s, so it's about the First World War, I guess. What is this movie about? What is the novel about? Can you tell me, guys? Because I'm, interested in that stuff. It was disappointing. It derails too much from the novel and has... okay, Netflix. I see. Yeah. Netflix. Okay, Hunter's dead. Yay. We killed freaking Hunter from the first game. And let's move to the station and finish the quest. It's an anti-war movie about World War I German youth who happily joined the front and experienced the horror of war. Oh, damn. Okay. I see. So, I guess the movie from 1930s is the most brutal one. And that from 70s is... okay, Veldrons, which one would you recommend to watch? Okay, First World War, yeah. Dictor, have you watched the previous movies though? From 1930s and 70s. Okay. Haven't seen. Only 2022. Okay. I see. Both the 30s and 70s are good to watch. The 30s one might be harder to watch for someone used to more... I'm a person who really enjoys old movies, not the modern ones. So... a good movie, but just the worst adaptation, I see. Okay. I guess I just need to watch that one from 30s. Speaking of, you reminded me that we had a plan to watch that movie. Damn, I keep forgetting the name. Pets of Glory. Yeah, Pets of Glory. Yeah, I remember we planned to watch it together. This is still in my head. I remember that. We're gonna do this sooner or later. It's a good film, older version, because I think movies out there. Nah. Old movies are, well, in my perception, Victor, old movies are like history. They show more stuff that you can't see tomorrow, so you can learn more from those movies. Andrew Garfield? Path of Glory? No, probably. Wait. The movie is from 1957. I don't think Andrew Garfield was alive. Was born. I mean, you can Google this one, Dictor. But only that from 1957. Okay, we are making a break here. So I can't snooze ID anymore, and we completed another quest. So let's make a break, 3 minutes, and then we proceed to the other quests. The stream is 1 hour long, 1 hour more though, because I need to end earlier today than usual. We have some plans with the community. Yeah, okay, be right back in 3 minutes. Okay, we're back. Me here. Hexo Reach. I saw it a little, to be honest. Can't remember. Not a fan of modern movies, to be honest. Well, the old ones. Okay, let's go. Let's finish the quest. You limp back to Olivera, the mood in the rig, one of deep exhaustion. But as the colony appears visible from the cockpit, the satisfaction of having run a terrifying gauntlet and come back in one piece shifts the mood. The crew's improved mood only becomes more obvious as you draw closer to Olivera. As you come in to dock with the colony, you feel a wave of relief. Seraphim pats you on the shoulder as you both wait for the airlock to open. That hunter, he says. Yes, an ARP was crueler than I could have imagined. Doesn't surprise me, yeah. It's a nasty logic. Send a sleeper to catch a sleeper. Seraphim shakes his head. I'm glad we bought Flint some freedom. The airlock hisses open, revealing the docking bridge where Xander first confronted you. This time, another, more substantial figure waits in the passage. Oh, hello, Karman. Yay! I hear you're the ones I should be thanking for saving my life. Karman leans against the side of the tunnel, one arm clamped against his waist. So, thank you. He nods at the two of you. Happy to help? Karman smiles. I have a feeling there might be more to your arrival than just a friendly traveler offering a helping hand. Karman! Cadence rushes past the two of you, gliding into Karman with an embrace strong enough to leave the injured man off balance. Alright, careful. You don't want to put me back in the medbay now, do you? Karman pushes Cadence back with a gentle grip on her shoulders. He flinches as he does, his jaw clearly holding some truth. Sorry, Cadence smiles. Just glad to see you up. A frown crosses Karman's face. Where's Xander? You losing your vision, old man? You look back to see Xander and Flint behind you in the tunnel. Xander smiles widely at Karman, betraying his happiness to see him. I'll be just fine then. Karman's words are confident, but his tone suggests he isn't convinced. You notice his hands are tightly balled into fists. Bolt into fists, sorry. As if resisting pain, and wonder if he should really be up at all. Karman turns to look at you and Seraphim. I think we need to talk. How about you two and Flint accompany me to the medbay? Karman winks. Flint pushes past you both and goes to Karman, helping him out of the tunnel. As he does, they exchange a few words, but you are too far away to make them out. You and Seraphim exchange glances and follow behind them into Olivera. Sorry. Yay, minor drive complete, nice. Only one upgrade point. We need 3 more. Karman leads you to a small recovery chamber in the medbay where his bed is set up. A handful of tubes and wires float gently beside it, attached to boxy devices. Flint has already left the group, leaving just you and Seraphim with Olivera's injured founder. Karman meets your eye with a hard look. So, how did you two end up stumbling onto our colony out in the squalls? He raises an eyebrow. Because we are not usually open to visitors. Ankita sent us to you. You see the flicker of recognition in Karman's eyes when you mention Ankita. You produce the thumbnail drive, holding it out for Karman to inspect. She told Sleeper to deliver this to you, and you alone. Seraphim folds his arms. Karman pauses thoughtfully. That's a name I have not heard for a while. He takes the drive. It seems I should thank you again. he sighs. And perhaps I owe you some explanation myself. Ankita and I used to work together a lifetime ago. Karman shakes his head. We went our separate ways, but then she turned back up in Olivera. I established this colony as a refuge, a way of starting again. Karman clasps his hands together. The belt is changing, and I am afraid of what is coming. Ankita took refuge here for a short while, and then one cycle she was gone. Karman shrugs. That's not usual for her, unusual for her. Each of us has our own demons. He holds up the drive. I will take a look at what's on here when I'm able. He looks at the drive with concern, and I will let you know what I find. You and Seraphim thank him and leave the chamber as he settles back on his recovery bed. As you leave, Flint catches your attention. Can we speak? Seraphim pauses. I'll catch you back on the rig. He looks between the two of you and then glides away. Flint hours, a look of concern on his mask-like face. What do you need? Flint gives you a curious look. You don't remember any of it, do you? Any of what? Of how you got here, of your history. Flint screws up their face in a pained expression. At first, I thought you were hiding something, or you were intentionally avoiding the subject. So I waited. But I understand it now. You don't remember me at all. Huh? You take a moment to think, to try to recall Flint. You furrow your brow in frustration, sifting through hazy memories of dark side, and further back of your arrival to the belt. You close your eyes and see the faces of other sleepers, panicked, desperate, in darkness. Don't remember? We worked together in the same as an ARP mining installation, along with the other sleepers. He searches your eyes for a spark of recognition. We weren't close. I'm not sure we really spoke. Very few of us did. But I was there when we planned the escape together. The run to the freighter, collapsing the mine shaft. Flint stops, struggling to continue in the face of the blank look you are giving them. You feel an unpleasant itch, as if something is crawling around inside your skull. You can see that Flint wants you to recall them, to recall the escape, the installation. But you find only hazy sensations, and beneath them, pain. I'm sorry, I don't mean to. Flint looks down. I know you can't help it. I just needed to say something. To know if you really don't remember. Thank you for everything you've done for me and for Olivera. Flint turns and drifts away, dejectedly, unable to continue. As you watch Flint go, you scratch at the side of your head, trying to find something in the way they move, the way they speak, their mask-like face. A face that was identical to yours when it was first cast. But that, over cycle after cycle of wear and damage, has been transformed to machines so close in form and function, estranged by experience. It's like I started to think about it. It's like if someone from my school, for example, from the other class, if they recognize me now, I'm not sure if I recognize someone. I mean, I remember my classmates, but the others, nope. So I feel like if this happens, I might be in a little trouble. Okay, let's grab some. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Out of farm stacks. Out of supplies, I mean. 1, 2. Battery. Yay. Now. This. And we can sell all the scrap or process it. And get even more money. I don't know where do we need the money though. Jobs, yay. Engineer. Yeah, let's go. And now for some energy. Okay, let's finish this quest already. I guess then we'll go to dark side. Oh. Okay. Thanks for coming up, Sleeper. Karman is waiting for you and Seraphim when you arrive at the med bay, looking a lot fresher. He leads you into a small alcove, set up like an office, with an aging terminal on a simple welded desk and a small window looking out across the dusty rock of Olivera. Wait. My mouse is dying. Okay, yeah, it's better. Got some news for us? Seraphim asks impatiently. Since you arrived back from the manufactory, he has been restless, though you aren't sure why. Not to worry. Karman grins slyly. I think you want to hear this. He hits a key on the terminal, and the file browser appears on the screen showing hundreds of individual pieces of data. Ankita has been busy. Karman gestures to the screen. She's been scraping Utsubo communications. Yeah, Utsubo is a local mafia, yakuza stuff, something like that. She's been scraping Utsubo communications cycle after cycle. Got access to ciphers and encryption that only the gang's leadership should be able to see. He smiles. It seems she's learned some tricks since we worked together. But that's not what matters. What matters is the content of these messages. He taps a few keys and loads some of the data, which scrolls down the screen. Some parts of Utsubo leadership have been getting ideas. Ideas about taking Greenbelt and controlling food production in the belt. About exerting power over Wellspring. Big ideas for a gang. But these Utsubo members aren't alone. They found themselves a powerful ally. Karman shakes his head. Senate stat. Oh no. Freaking corporation from the first game. Okay. Senate stat. One of two corporations fighting a bitter battle for control of the inner system. A pernicious force. One that Utsubo are opening a door for in the belt. You can't be serious. Seraphim cuts in. They can't be that stupid. I don't know what to tell you. At least someone inside Utsubo is trying to broker a partnership. Huh! Seraphim leans over to look at the screen. You see, you don't need Karman's answer, and neither does Seraphim. Lane. Seraphim looks at you, shaking his head. It has to be Lane. Karman looks between you both. Seems like you already know something I don't. Lane is the piece of shit Utsubo leader who thinks he owns us. Seraphim shakes his head. Exactly the kind of piece of shit arrogant enough to try to manipulate Senate stat. Karman nods thoughtfully. My condolences. I'm starting to see how you crossed paths with Ankita. We've shared the enemy then. Shared enemy. Why is Ankita telling you this? Because they're friends, I guess? Yeah, shared enemy. Karman pauses, his face unmoving. I'm not sure you want this fight, Sleeper. Like I said, Ankita and I worked together. To put it simply, we ran in the same mercenary outfit. Karman looks away. A lot has happened since then, but this message, this data, it's her calling in a favor. And I owe her. And that's for sure. Karman shakes his head and pushes himself off from the desk, crossing the room to look out for the window at Olivera's pale and airless surface. Hell, after what went down, I owe you both too. You look at Karman, staring out at the surface of this hostile rock, and wonder what he sees out there. He established the colony as a fallback, a retreat, not just for him, for others too. But you get the feeling that Karman knows any retreat is only ever temporary. He turns back to look at you. And you, Sleeper, what will you do? Since the situation has changed, we need to take on a Utsubo. Take on a gang? Karman smiles. Are you sure about that? We are going to end Wayne, whatever it takes. Seraphin stares down Karman, fists balled. Karman looks at you. That one is going to get you in trouble. He turns to Seraphin. But I like that energy. He looks back out of the window. This is not something we are going to take head on. He shakes his head. Ankita sent us our weapon. Karman turns and gestures at the console screen with its realms of incriminating data. Utsubo don't control all of Darkseid. They only aspire to. They also claim to offer protection from the war between Senate State and Conway. That presents us with an opportunity. Utsubo is full of members who'd rather die than concede Darkseid to a corporate interest. We play this right. Utsubo will end a lane for us. He smiles at Seraphim. To use your phrase. How do we do it? We can handle it. We've cracked Darkseid once. We can do it again. Seraphin's confidence is infectious. Is that right? Karman seems to be thinking something through. Crosses through the console back to the window and then to the console once more. Alright, I'm going to need some time, but I can put this together. Karman nods at Seraphim. We'll need that energy, but you also need to be ready. We rush this? It's not ending well, so I can wait. Karman turns his attention to you. We'll go from Greenbelt when you're ready. I have friends there who can help to get that ship of yours into Darkseid. Seraphim looks at you. We have our own preparations to make, but we'll be ready. Alright. Karman unplugs Ankita's drive and hands it to you. Take this and get out of here. I don't want anyone finding this thing in my possession. You take it. The tiny drive somehow heavier now that you know it contains the key to exposing Wayne. Thank you. I'll see you in the Wets Heath. Karman smiles to himself. They know me there. Just understand something. Karman's expression turns serious. You want my help on this? There's no way we can let it get back to the colony. Once you leave here, you are not coming back to Olivera. Not until we're done. He meets your eye. He needs confirmation that you recognize the importance of this. Yeah, we'll leave this cycle. Karman nods. Good. He goes back to the window to stare at whatever it is he sees out there, among the dusty rocks. Oh, okay, more dialogues, of course. Yay, 2 upgrade points, nice. Export, yeah, we need to get back to Darkseid, but that's gonna be later. Karman's message, let's go. When you come back to the rig, Flint is waiting for you, leaning by the docking tunnel with the bag covered their shoulder. They look up as you approach. Hey! Flint nods at greeting, appearing a little unsure. Hey! I know you've already done a lot for me, so I'm not going to push you or ask for your pity. They pause. I feel like they have been preparing this speech. Firstly, I owe you, and I want to pay you back. I can work and I can fight, and I will protect this ship and this crew with everything I have. Secondly, we come from the same place, and whether you remember it or not, that means something. It must. I know I'm not the easiest to get on with. I know you might have your reservations about having another sleeper on the ship, but let them finish. I'm eager. I'm ready. I want to move on, and I want to show my value. They pause. And well, yeah, I think that's it. You look at Flint, their frame so much more damaged than yours, but with a fire burning in their eyes that makes them seem bigger than they are. Welcome aboard. Let's go. A smile spreads across Flint's face, and they look down to hide it. Thank you. They say to the floor. This will work out. You'll see. Flint nods to you once more, and then turns and glides down the docking tunnel towards the ship. As they do, two figures at the edge of the docking concourse catch your eye. You both look, shifting a little, and as you do, you recognize Cadence leaning in. Some words are exchanged, ones you can only guess at, and then the other figure embraces Cadence and turns back to the ship. Yeah, Seraphine is in love with her. As Seraphine approaches, he ducks his head, pacing quietly past you into the docking tunnel without a word. You take one last look out at the ducks, but Cadence is gone. You idle a moment longer, and feel that there's some presence even in this empty base. Something rare in all the bell that Olivera has captured. But as with all things, you must learn to leave it behind. Yay, the fugitive achievement. Recruit Flint to your crew. Nice. Flint has engineering skills and this one. Into it? Interface. Okay. Nice. Our team grows bigger, I see. No, we're not ending cycle. Let's first of all. Nope. Where was it? Hydro refinery. Yeah. Fuel. Yep. Yeah. Now. Let's feed our Kato again. And get more supplies. Yay. Okay, now we're ready to travel. We promised we're leaving the cycle. He said Greenbelt, he said. Wait for Karman's message. Wait, what? Okay, I guess we need to move to the... Oh, wait, let me double check it. Yeah, no clocks anywhere. Yeah, let's move. Let's move to the owl. Yeah, and we need to complete this quest at the same time. Where are we going now? First of all, we need to print dealers. It's a scrap. By scrap, by fuel. Yeah, let's just move to next location. Let's remember. Scatter yards. From scatter yards, we can move to flood them. Oh, we can move instantly. Yeah, let's move. I want to get here, to be honest. Spindle. The rig. Hydroponic supplies. Buy scrap components. Nah. Oh my god, the fuel is so... Ah, no, yeah, of course. Yeah, we're 1 out of 15. Who could guess? What's the maintenance? Decoration. Ah, that's the place where I could buy freaking engine components. Okay, got some money. Raw scrap, okay. Now we're buying more fuel. Oh, такая. Endure. Hydroponics. Okay, neutral. Now we are moving to our spindle, yeah. Ugh, I can't feel my ass. Oh, hello there. You find yourself in the cockpit alone with Flint. They have a habit of entering a room so silently that you don't notice them arrive. Or there's reverse, leaving so silently that you turn around to find them gone. Right now, they hover expectantly at the corner of your vision, preparing to speak. Do you ever think about your original? The way they asked the question, you can tell they have been eager to ask it for a while. The person you are emulated from, I mean, the person who sold themselves, sold you to SNR. Flint's expression doesn't betray any emotion, but you feel like you can detect some unknowable feeling whirling behind their eyes. Sometimes I can't stop thinking about them, about who they were, and if who I am has anything to do with them. Flint looks away. Is my personality a product of being a sleeper, or simply a copy of theirs? Have I changed, or am I still identical to them? Does the emulation process, the loss of memory, the insertion into a frame, actually make us totally different people? Such a philosophical question, Flint. But yeah, when you have your intelligence, intellect, I mean, you sometimes you can think about such things. But yeah, that's about philosophy. What came through the process of emulation and what was blocked? Flint is walking around the cockpit rapidly now, their eyes flicking from object to object as they speak. Are their memories still inside me? But cut off, concealed? And if I admit it, I wonder if I even know what it feels like to be a person. Do the humans around me feel the things I feel? Or do they feel more, feel less, feel somehow differently? Do they feel the creeping claustrophobia of being trapped inside the body with no escape? Flint's eyes flick back to you. Or do only we know how that truly feels? Believe they do. I don't know if it's enough to just believe. Flint meets your eye. I want to know. You are the first sleeper I have met since my escape. We can fight. We can fight out together. Okay, let's share your experience. Let's be human likes. Let's share our experience. And there's a wall in you, one that you have built for yourself. One that separates the kind of questions Flint is asking from the parts of you that you need to leave. You feel it now, like a weight in your chest and behind. There is a raging torrent pressing against it. You cannot take down the wall, you would drown. But in this moment, for Flint and for yourself, you take out a single brick. You make a gap in the wall, and you share what comes bursting forth. You talk about what it feels like to wake up in a dying body, to catch a glance of yourself in a mirror, to be seen and reminded of your false and fractured face. You share the pain of lost memories, of fleeting deja vu, of dreams that sleep beneath your waking life and replace it. You find in your broken bodies and unsteady minds a kind of solidarity, one shared between connected strangers who might, one cycle, understand each other as friends. As you put the brick back in and shore up your defenses, you know that cycle will not be this one, but its distant possibility is a reassuring one. Yay, making friends in game. It's great. Where was that scrap processing thingy? Selling shift? Nope. It's here probably. Yeah, processor scrap. Let's go. One. We can sell it later. Scrap shift. Also, let's do this. Money. Six. Four. You know what? There is a. I don't know. Is this a quest or something? I remember there was a signal station. Nope. This one probably. Yeah. Major bar shift. It's risky. There's something. I'm not sure. Damn, freaking engage. Why the hell I can't unlock it? Like, no, you can't unlock it. Don't remember if you could do this in the first game. Probably, yeah, you could. Trade hole. Okay. More money. More honey. Sure. Wait. Forceman workers don't like going out to seal out new units, so they leave the tiring and dangerous work for outsiders. Okay. Just for fun. Critical miss. Okay. Skipping. Yay, okay. Got a message, Sleeper. Servant comes to the bunks to get you. His mood is unusually serious. He brings you to the cockpit, his keepsake coin in his hand, the whole time spinning between his fingers. Seraphine is worried. Once you are in the cockpit, you recognize Karman's voice immediately playing over the rig's speakers. Sleeper, I hope this message finds you and your crew safely. You'll forgive me if I am a little tight on the details. My message is as follows. We are ready. We will be waiting where agreed. Godspeed. The message ends with a click. So, Seraphine takes a deep breath. They are waiting in Greenbelt. The wets have, he said. Whatever that is. You ready for this? Yeah, I'm ready. Alright. Quiet falls in the cockpit. There doesn't seem to be much more to say. Karman will be waiting, but you know he will want you to be prepared. I'll be ready when you are, Sleeper. Seraphine nods to you. You're not back. You know where you need to go to end this. Yeah. But it's gonna be not today. We will just move there. And then unfortunately I will finish the stream. I need to prepare for our little community event today. No, this one. Yeah. Okay, one more. Scrap shift. Okay. Lots of money, lots of resources. We have everything. So let's just move to Greenbelt. Yeah, of course I can't move like this. Yeah. Let's go to Helen Gate first. Okay, let's yes, skirmish fuel, of course, like always. 3. Nice. What can we get here? Seized cargo. Supplies. We have lots of supplies. Structure. To scrap. Or data scrap. Give me the data scrap. Yeah, and just let's go to the next station. That's here. About depot. Yep. Fuel the fuel. And let's go. Buy a meal, meat. Oh, okay. Do we need to pay to rig cryos for that? Fine. Waiting for Karman. Let's go. The Wets Heath is surprisingly welcoming for what was once an old Solheim canteen. The corporate bones are still there. Metal stools, a strip of service windows, sheet metal walls, but over the tens of thousands of cycles since the collapse, they have been softened and changed, where with the detritus of human existence. As you wait at the bar with Seraphine, you look at the planters welded into the walls. The scrawled messages, the layers of stickers and flyers and posters, the amber light fittings replacing the old fluorescent strips, the gear racks aligned with farmer specs. detonating bulging with crates and canisters. Along with the low rumble of conversation coming from the off-shift farmers, it all lends a warmth to the place. One that helps soothe your nerves ahead of the meet with Karman. You and Serpent lean side by side at the bar, facing towards the room. You both watch Flint, just across from you, who insisted on coming along. Serpent clears his throat. What do you think of cadence? Okay. The sudden question makes you look over at him, and you see he is playing with his coin, spinning it in his palm. What do you mean? Serpent shakes his head and turns to you. You know what I mean. He holds his hand on the coin. I think... He pauses and then starts again. We kind of have a... thing. He shakes his head. You know what I mean. I noticed. Yeah, he smiles. I thought you might. Well, Serpent sighs and stretches. I guess I just wanted you to know. You're thinking how to respond when the bartender taps you on the shoulder and nods towards the door of the back room. It's time. You look over at Seraphine and Flint, who is already approaching you. You give them a nod and head inside. The back room is metal-walled and lined with racks of old Sohim tech. You see cookers and auto-wash units piled up with dead terminals and servers. At the far end, a window looks out across the grinning glass of Greenbell's farms. You made it! Carmen smiles, backlit by the window. We have a lot to discuss. Good to see you! Flint, if you don't mind. Carmen nods at the other sleeper as they enter, and gestures towards the door. Flint turns to you. I'll be outside. They slide the door shut, standing guard on the other side. We have to take some precautions, even here. Carmen gestures for you to come closer. So, Serpent says, is this plan of ours looking any more reasonable? That depends on what your crew can bring to the table. Carmen glances at you. We are going to need to do a lot of work to direct the data Ankita gave you towards those that we need to see. Who's that? Utsubo primarily. They should know about their boss's betrayal of the belt. And secondly, all of Darkseid. They need to know what we do. Will they turn on him? Hard to tell without us being there. You'd know better than me how much infighting is going on within Utsubo. But my suspicion is that the recent expansion has stretched them pretty thin. Then, then we make contact with Ankita as soon as we make it onto Darkseid. Seraphine looks at you. We just need to stay under Wayne's radar. The thought of Wayne brings the memory of his attempted takeover to the front of your mind. The feeling of him sleeping behind your eyes, moving your frame. That can't happen again. Oh, yeah, Overseer. I forgot about this dude inside. Apologies, we do not wish to interrupt, but we must interject in your current course. Overseer appears in the void, flickering nerves. An encounter with Wayne would likely be catastrophic. Overseer's three forms orbit you. As we have mentioned, on arrival to HABPEP, we must immediately seek the mainframe, from where we can recover my code base and reconstruct ourselves. We would then be able to aid you in your defenses against being rewritten. This is our recommended course. The three heads nod simultaneously and decisively. Still with us, Sleeper? You come back to Seraphine's concerned face. You dropped out for a second. Yeah, explain about Overseer. Of course, we need to share that information, that's crucial. You tell Serafin and Karman about Overseer, about how the old Solheim protocol slipped into your frame from the prime shipmind Jean-Mi used in the diagnostic process, of Overseer's protection from Wayne's attempts to control you, of its proposal to make that protection effective through the old mainframe of Darkseid. They listen quietly, Serafin carefully watching you as you explain. Revealing all this, you feel the burden of holding that knowledge alone being lifted. This changes things. Karman turns and looks out for the large window at the back of the room. There was the glass canopy of the farms. We can't take on Wayne without protecting you from him. Karman turns back. You should look for the mainframe. I will make contact with Ankita and we will meet when you're ready. But this has to remain secret from Wayne and Utsubo. If you are revealed, I am not sure I will be able to recover you. By the time you have ensured your safety, I will have put together a plan with Ankita to expose Wayne. We'll take it step by step. The crux will be to find a way to disseminate the data we have on Wayne to his gang, or even Darkseid at large. Karman stops, the path ahead still unclear to him. There's a nervous intake of breath from Serafin. You share his apprehension. There are so many variables at play here. Some of the old tech strapped to a nearby rack flickers with a cascade of status lights. You all turn to look, and as you do, motors and servos begin spinning within the machines, whining and groaning. They harmonize, then begin to produce a voice. Oh, okay. Our apologies. The voice is shrill and distorted. We must interpose ourselves. You recognize the tone immediately. Overseer. We are regretful. Solheim hardware in this room provided the opportunity for us to speak for ourselves. If the pile of servers Overseer was controlling could look any more apologetic, you imagine it would. I understand. We are. Server clicks as it skips the rotation. Thankful. We ascertain you require dissemination of data within facility you target. The wine pitched higher as the motors increase their speed. As a Solheim protocol, we have capabilities to instigate station-wide announcements and messaging. So you could blast out Wayne's betrayal through Darkseid's corporate hardwines and flood the network with it? Serafin looks impatiently at the screeching pile of scrap. If that is what you require of us, we're pleased to serve. The shrill tone of the response makes you cringe. Karman has been listening silently, but now he interjects. Why would we trust you? He glances in your direction. You seem to be a little more than a parasite in the sleeper system. If we use your unflattering analogy, then you will understand that a parasite requires the body of its host to live. The motors stutter. We will ensure the sleeper's continuance. And afterwards, Karman folds his arms. When you have that... when you have what you want, and regain your code base from the mainframe, will you still do as we ask? We will endeavor to do so. The acrid smell of burning motors now fills the room. But we will undergo a transformative refactoring. We will become whole again, so we cannot speak to our actions in future with certainty. Serafin and Karman exchange concerned looks. We can do what you require. We will protect the sleeper. We will disseminate data. We are a service protocol. We will serve. The motors and servos stutter and whine and then go still. The status lights blinking and then fading into darkness. Overseer has retreated. We aren't actually going to do what the ghost says, are we? Serafin walks between you and Karman. The offer is a tempting one, and one that, ultimately, we cannot refuse. Karman sighs. But we must proceed with extreme care and caution. What do you think, Sleeper? Serafin meets your eye. I trust Overseer, yeah. Yeah, he saved us from Lane the last time. Serafin sighs, and then that's that. We have our plan, Karman turns to you. Sleeper, you and your crew will find the mainframe and access it. I'll find Enkita. She will help us disseminate the evidence of Lane's collusions through Utsubo, and then, as a fallback, Overseer will send it through the old networks to all of Darkseid. Simple plan until we get to the details. Serafin looks down, frustrated. Speaking of plans, I have a present for you. One that will improve our chances. Karman pulls a small box from the nearest rack, one you hadn't noticed before, and it hinges open, revealing a chunk of tech you don't recognize. It's a spoof transponder. It will conceal your ship on approach to Darkseid. Give it a new identity, one unlikely to draw attention from the Utsubo control docking admin. Serafin takes the transponder and turns it over. Where did you get this? Even retired mercenaries have their secrets. Karman smiles. Serafin looks to you. I'll be with you at this time, Sleeper? He nods. We should think who else we want on the station too. I agree, Karman interrupts. Make sure you trust those you bring with you, and prepare as best you can. We can't know how this will play out. You nod. You get one shot at this. Then we are ready. Karman takes a breath. I have my own way of getting onto Darkseid, but here, he passes you a small strip of plastic stamped with numbers. My private frequency. When you are on approach to Darkseid, message me here, and I will sync up my transit. He points at the transponder in Serafin's hand. Just make sure to install it at first. Serafin nods. I've got it. He sighs. The weight of the task ahead suddenly very apparent. Well, I suppose that's it. Karman gives you both a serious look. It is. He smiles. Don't leave me waiting long. There will be more time when all this is over. Time where you don't have to keep looking over your shoulder, I hope. You leave Karman in the back of the Woodsheaf. Flint sliding open the door as you leave. Takes the entire journey back to the ship for your nerves to settle. The end of this ordeal is so close, and yet it feels like an impossible leap to get there. Perhaps in a handful of cycles you will know how impossible or possible it is. So many dialogues. So, how are we feeling about this Solheim protocol in your head? Serafin doesn't look up from installing the transponder. A set of wires and cables waving loosely around him in the low light of the cockpit. Unsettled. Yeah. Well, that's one way of putting it. He unscrews a panel beneath the flight console. Maybe you could have mentioned it earlier. Serafin clips his magnetic screwdriver to the side of the console's base and turns to face you, dusting off his hands. I have understood for a while now, Sleeper, that there are things you experience that I can't even come close to knowing how they feel. But that doesn't mean I don't understand you as a person. Serafin gives you a concerned look. I know you are secretive, defensive, and I know there are reasons for that. I also know you are warm and kind and generous to those on this ship with you. Serafin pauses, collecting his thoughts. I trust you, Sleeper, and I won't question this. But please hold on to what's human in you. Because that is what I am holding onto. Serafin stops. His eyes are a little wild, his tone a little unsure. Then he finds himself again, settles his emotions, and turns back to the transponder. Right, that's it. He tries something beneath the console. Spoof transponder is in. There's nothing keep us out of dark side. You exchange a look. Say the word when you want to go. Okay, here we are. Let's make a quick review then. Yeah, I'm ending my stream here. So we completed that quest. Oh my god, so many quests already completed. Yo. So yeah, we completed all the quests on Olivera, saved another sleeper, now they are on our team. Started new started a new arc. Yeah, a new arc of attacking Darkseid and Lane personally. Got some more points. Yeah, of course, we killed that hunter. I hope so, at least. That Maywick guy from the first game. And unfortunately, that's all for today. I'd like to finish the game today, but as I mentioned before, we have some plans. So I will finish the game, I guess, on the next stream. Yeah, that's fair, I guess. So I don't know how much time it's gonna take. That epilogue of this game, I should say. So yeah, wait. Let me check just in case. No, we're not raising anyone today. So, guys, again, I'm happy to return to streaming. I'm really happy. I have a huge relief of solving the most of my problems IRL. So, I will be with you more and more. Next streams will be more frequent. I still can't make a schedule, unfortunately, but I'll post my plans on Discord and on Twitter. Yeah, also feel free to join the Discord if you like. The link is there under the stream, under the stream window. So yeah, also, guys, thanks a lot for your support, for keep believing in me, for making me not feel alone, especially during my depressed period. So I'm really grateful to you all. I guess the next stream is gonna be just soon. I don't know, maybe tomorrow, maybe the day after tomorrow. It depends, because still need to do some IRL stuff. But yeah, as I mentioned, no more long breaks. Hiatus. No more of that stuff. So, see you next time. I wish you a great day or a good night, depends on your time zone. I wish you all to stay safe, to stay healthy. And I want you to not forget that you are awesome. You are full of power. You have friends somewhere. You have support. And you are not alone. And you're important, guys. Don't forget about that. So, see you next time, guys. Bye-bye.